He is repositioning the Nigerian judges, bench of judges, to make sure that they thwart justice. Come what may.
At the same time, the same Tinubu now is about a weekend. They're about building 40 houses. I don't know if I've heard that 40 houses for Nigerian judges. 40 in Abuja. Tinubu has really approved, even despite the hunger, really approved such projects. What do you think? Do you think they'll win in court?
It is breathtaking. It's just like as if oxygen has, ceased for, inhaling by Nigerians. See, let me tell you, it is suffocating. It is dehumanizing, demoralizing of the highest order for current government under Tinubu to waste money building 40 houses for 40 judges just at the detriment of Nigerians. The economy hardship is biting hard in the sense that Nigerian naira currency has crumbled up to the level of 2,000 per dollar. And the Tinubu is building a house. See, let me tell you, it is some people, some persons within APC that are going to take the contract. I remember about over-invoicing. They must surely inflate the price. Okay, the principal might be, accurate principal might be 800 million. Okay, these political profiteers within APC political party, they will write down quotation, 10 billion. Are you listening to me? Do you know how much it's going to cost to build houses for 40 judges across the federation? It is going to cost disenfranchisement, denial of our civic rights comes 2027, because he is repositioning the Nigerian judges, bench of judges, to make sure that they thwart justice. Come what may. Electoral tribunal is going to be in place in 2027. Even if you like, be the winner of the election. Could be that Nigerians will vote to be, and the election Inec will announce it. Okay, before inauguration, make sure that everybody sign peace accord. Make sure that they investigated the election before going to the court. Don't announce anybody. Don't inaugurate anybody. Before inauguration, make sure you visit the court. Let nobody be in charge. If somebody is in charge, he will be in charge of the judiciary. If somebody is not in charge, he will not be in charge of the judiciary. Are you listening? Are you listening? So let the inauguration take place before the actual court proceedings. Because somebody that is in charge will make sure that he controls or radicalizes the judiciary. I don't know whether you get where I'm going. So those 40 buildings is to buy the judges for them. If you are going to court with them, you are wasting your time. I don't really understand. Don't allow inauguration before court. Let the court proceedings take place perfectly before inauguration comes. Because if you do that, they will control court. Under currently article and the Godwin Obaseki going to court is aiming the moon with them gone. An effort in futility. He is the sitting governor, right? Under the court process will be taken in jurisdiction where the election was being conducted, which is a Edo State. Let us wait and see. Federal might will still come in, because if Godwin Obaseki anointed happens to win this election, the evil axis will like to take them to the court. And when the evil axis appeal court might be Abuja, it might be Enugu, but that will be under federal might. And that is when federal might will take place. And evil axis, devil reincarnates, they will carry the day. The court will rule in their favor. You know what? Nigerians are subjected to slavery. APC government has succeeded on running only one government, one party government. one political party for the whole Nigeria. That is where it is heading to. One party system. Because they have even sworn that they are going to take Anambra State. And from Anambra, I know what we are going to do. Then let me tell you, by the time, before APC take over Anambra State, I come with my advice. APC should go to Onitsha Bridge and build their headquarters, secretariat in Anambra State with big billboard on top of Niger Bridge, so that they will be seeing the whole state from Onitsha to IML, the whole Idemili. They are in control. So that day, they will rig Anambra into incessant herdsmen attack. Rig Anambra into incessant military onslaught on that state. And rig Anambra into an unequaled military confrontation Nigerian forces will ever witness. If APC tries to rig Anambra election, Anambra is the progenitor of the Igbos. And if anything happens to that state, emancipation of Biafra will be uncontrollable. Nobody will stay. There will be fire on the mountain. Everybody will be running helter-skelter. APC can never rig Anambra State. It is not possible. See, being that Obaseki did not do his homework well, I witnessed Kabaka and his boys pushing a whole governor, bullying a whole governor, shoving him off.
Number one citizen of Edo State.
Number one citizen of Edo State, a governor was bullied, booed, whacked, pushed. An injustice of the highest order. Inhumanity of man against his fellow man. It is often, indicated in our hearts that each and every election that comes and goes in Nigeria is always unfair, unfree, extrajudicial, contravenes Nigerian constitution. Electoral processes are not to be respected in Nigeria anymore. Because the master riggers, they are the one in charge of the federal might. Yes, Tinubu, Oshiomole, and so on and so forth. Even the almighty RFI and Gandolas, they are all in control of electoral process in Nigeria. That's why you can never have a free and fair election. Today we have seen Edo being like Lagos. The slogan, Edo no be Lagos, is dead. May his soul rest in peace. See, let me tell you. Could it be that Obi made his selection well among the Labour gubernatorial hopefuls, governorship hopefuls in Edo State? He would have come out in flying color. How do I mean? It is zoning process in Edo State that works. Each time Benin rules, when Benin rules finish, Edo rule. When Edo rule finish, all those sister tribes of the Benin within that region rules. Then Asian. This time around, it was the turn of the Asians. That's why Akpogorobo, the one that said he's bringing insecurity to Edo State, and the Igadalo, Igodalo is from Asian. Akpogorobo is from Asian. It is the turn of Asians. Could it be that Obi chose somebody from Asian to be the gubernatorial candidate under Labour? I think it would have been between PDP and Labour in Edo State. APC would have come third. But Obi allowed Abaka Bajilogbe. Abaka is not from Asian. That's why Labour failed woefully. I listen to me. And again, see where Obaseki failed again. Obaseki would have allowed Labour to choose somebody from Asia. Then again, should have gone to Anambra State or nature where his ancestry is, originated from, and pick his men, his security details. Every government must make sure that we have security men that are loyalists. Obaseki would have gone to nature and pick thousands of loyalists that will cage APC dogs headed by Kabaka. Kabaka bullied Obaseki now. He threw a punch at Obaseki. He choked Obaseki. He booed Obaseki. He bullied Obaseki. Obaseki did not do his work well. Then again, I always have respect for Oba Obini. Do you know why? I become startled, bewildered, troubled when I watch the Oba dancing on screen, on social media, over failure of number one political party that has been respecting that state over the years, PDP. So now Oba is happy that PDP has failed. My respect for Oba Obini will never cease. Why is it that Oba is dancing to the failure of Godwin Obaseki, whose father was one of the elders of the palace? But Obaseki's father was a wine tapper from Onitsha who used to bring wine from Onitsha to the Oba Palace, time immemorial, many years ago. And the young man, the old man, died in the palace, buried as one of the kingmakers in Benin, because they have allowed the wine tapper, Obaseki's father from Onitsha, to be part of the royal family in Edo State. That's where Igbo and Benin ties, over solidified. So this time around, the current Oba is happy over the failure of his son. See, let me tell you, Eredua, Okolokolo, my respect. I will say respect him, Cha. I will say respect him. Let me just, hang or pause at this point.
But sorry, lastly, but just do you think the 40 houses that Tinubu want to build for the judges, do you think that they just want to use it ahead of 2027? Buy their way for 2027 ahead of time?
What you saying there? I said it earlier that the benches of judges receiving those 40 houses are going to gang up against other political parties come 2027. If the election of 2027 comes, those judges are in place to support APC in the courts. So Tinubu is making his arrangement very, very well, so that even if PDP or Labour Party wins upcoming election of 2027, he is going to be on the right track with the Nigerian Judiciary. In the court is where we review the constitution. Interpretation of the Nigerian constitution is in the court, Department of Judiciary. So this time around, you can't go to court and expect judges to disrespect someone that built houses for them. What a gift, expensive gift that will remain indelible in the minds of those judges. So all the benches of judges that will proceed over any presidential upcoming cases in Nigeria will be in favor of the ruling party of the day. Irrespective of the fact that the policies this time around is spying, Nigerians. Those policies, it doesn't matter, because those judges should favor who favors them. It is a common sense thing. I don't know what I understand. So you're asking me question upon question, and I think I've even given you solution to this question beforehand. Are we not going to? Nigeria should excuse herself. Nigeria rejected Igbos. Igbos have come to reject Nigeria. Have we not tried? Let them contribute what they have contributed in respective states in the East. Yes, all those kind of appointment does not hold any obstacle to Biafran restoration. Yes, because his commission or his department or whatever co-chairman position is occupying currently in AU has nothing to do with the executive powers of the AU.
And secondly, the issue of one Idowu Ayo signaling that seems to be stepping on the Biafran charter that has been presented to the AU. It means that the AU is not an independent organization or union that represents humanity in Africa, that represents the black race, that represents democracy, that represents civility, that represents advancement, that represents justice for everybody. So what that means is that if the AU are coming up are using a Nigerian personnel under AU to stop a civil and democratic process, what does that signal to the AU? That's why Burkina Faso and all the rest of them are pulling out from regional blocks in Africa, because the AU has been bastardized and become a forum for looting, corruption, where head of states from different parts of the world gather together and share collective resources of people from different countries. That's what it means. What is their interest? That is why a place like America want to do something, they don't need to consult AU, because they're not irrelevant to the things of the world, to the global problems. They can never consult them when there's problem in the Middle East. They are not even occupying any relevant position in the United Nations Security Council, talking of being recognized as a member of the United Nations. That's why a black man is suffering today on the African continent, because a black man has refused to define simple moment for himself. Until we wait, when the white men, after deciding whatever they want to decide, they will now give you whatever you want to, they believe that you can have. We need to be independent and define and generate and innovate. No time is too late to start the African revolution that will bring about good leadership. And that's why we are talking about Biafra today. Biafra is going to be that symbol. Biafra restoration is going to be that. We are not asking anybody to come and declare Biafra for us. Anybody that's telling you that is completely outside the truth. We are asking for restoration and solidarity of acknowledgement of a nation that have existed, went into constitutional ceasefire with Nigeria, according to international United Nations Charter. After 40 years, you have right to ask for freedom for that country, for the recognition, and that's what their friends are doing. There's no crime about that. Nnamdi Kanu is being held today. Yes, he has gone to court. He's still facing charges. The Nigerian court, in one Nigeria inside in their court, in their own court. He dwarfs Nigeria at the global level. The mechanization for the restoration of Biafra has been set up globally, and they merely just gave that respect to the AU to inform them of the development surrounding the Biafran Charter that has already been presented in the United States government. You can't tell me that the Speaker of the Free World, Mike Johnson, who is the Speaker of the United States of America, does not know anything about Biafra. You can't tell me that Gus Bicalaris, a congressman, is not aware. You can't tell me the meeting that was held in New York in regard to that US is not aware. We need powerful nations to command influence over the restoration of Nigeria. If AU feel that can continue to destroy the freedom of the black man in his own continent, then we need a nation that we can look at as a modern nation in that angle. And that is why every other person, every other struggle, every other strength, every other energy is being synergized towards Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legacies and ideology. And that was where somebody picked that consciousness from, has been able to spread in the Biafran agitation globally, showing the whole world the Biafran Charter. The Biafran Charter you know, it's a document, you know, of bilateral. So the whole world should just queue in, not only America, and anybody who feel that they cannot be able to do that should wait until the proclamation and recognition by the powerful nations of this world about because Biafra is going to stand against, you know, injustice. Biafra is going to stand against malpractice. Biafra is going to define the humanity, especially the black race. Biafra is going to be a modern nation. Biafra will represent, you know, that greatness that a black man is always associated with, and that is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still there. You know, he is a reference point of the damage that has been done to the black race since the beginning of time. Nnamdi Kanu has renewed and restored that pride that a black man can equally look back and say, yes, this is where I am and this is who I am. We do not have any blood relationship with Nigeria. Nobody will tell you me that Biafrans have. Even the British government said after 100 years you can go your separate ways. Why are you keeping Nnamdi Kanu? As if we will not fight for freedom of Nigeria. Did you not fight the British system to get independence for Nigeria? The American not fight Britain to get American independence with 13 colonies today. So they are advancing Biafra unknowingly to them, that's the Nigerian government. They are creating the atmosphere of embrace and awareness without them knowing it. The spirit of Biafra currently now is in 88 countries of the world, including Abuja. So when you going to stop that, then let the Northerners be able to show us how they kill the spirit. Then we know they can kill Biafra. Sisi Nnamdi Kanu is the only thing they see. Sisi Nnamdi Kanu is the only problem Nigeria have. Sisi Nnamdi Kanu is the reason why Tinubu failed. Nnamdi Kanu is the only reason why there was malpractice in Edo State. Nnamdi Kanu is the only reason why Nigerians are hungry. Nnamdi Kanu is the only reason why there's no light. You know, Nnamdi Kanu is the only reason why there's no Inec in Nigeria. Go and listen to what Davido said, the legend musician. He said, Inec is the worst agency, government agency I've ever seen in the world.
They can set Nigeria on fire.
So what are we talking about? Who tells you that a black man can never be emancipated? Through one man sin came, and through one man salvation came. Salvation has come to Africa through Nnamdi Kanu. Salvation has come to Africa through Nnamdi Kanu. Nigeria should excuse herself. Nigeria rejected Igbos. Igbos have come to reject Nigeria. Have we not tried? Let them contribute what they have contributed in respective states in the East. Where there's no seaport, there's no airport, there's no federal government infrastructure, there's nothing to celebrate about Nigeria in the Eastern region. Everything you see in the Eastern region is a result of standing on the sun. Igbo stand on the sun on daily basis. Igbos build mansions. Igbo build careers. Igbo define their moments standing on the sun. And still, you think that they can only belong to one party before Nigeria will know and understand that Igbos are being marginalized. That's the APC national chairman, Abdullahi Gaduje. What an insult. And in a situation like that, we are saying that we should not come out, we should not say no, there's no form of resistance. There will be 100 million resistance against Nigeria anytime, any day.